some of the controversy or criticism that has been leveled against Kleiner over the past couple of years has been what some of your critics on and off the record have called an overcommitment in green, and that commitment led you to look away from what was happening in social networking. And because of that, you're not in some of the notable exits and didn't make early investments in big companies like Facebook and Twitter. And that is part of the reason people say Kleiner is no longer at the top of its game, that you lost it. And so I want you to address those criticisms. What do you think? What's the Kleiner story? What's your point of view on that?
Well, you know, 99% of the world's venture capitalists missed Facebook. And if they didn't miss Facebook, they missed LinkedIn. It's a business where you certainly want to try to see all of the best investments you can, and then you want to make the best decisions that you can. But it's a high-risk kind of business, and I'm always looking for higher returns from Kleiner funds. And I wish we were early venture investors in Twitter and in Facebook. And instead, we'll be settling for Amazon and Flipboard and Path, all of which we think have got very, very high potential.
Do you think the criticisms against Kleiner are valid? I mean, there's this perception that your eye was focused in a different direction, and because of that, you know, you missed out. What do you think?
So, well, first of all, I still believe deeply in both the promise and the profits that are going to come from green. The Kleiner Green companies from 2011 to 2012 grew from 1.4 billion to 2.4 billion of revenues. That's like 70% growth in a year. Silver Spring Networks, it just went public at almost $800 million in valuation. It's a great big winner that I think indicates what's possible if you understand two things about green. The first is that we learned lessons. You know, we went too broad and too fast. And second, that it's a spectrum. It's not a single sector. And within that spectrum, there's areas that are really challenging, like solar, and others that hold a great deal of promise, like smart green grids and software. I'm thinking of O-Power or Nest or Clean Power Finance. The thing that I'm doing with my time is continuing to work on the green investments we've made, even as the partnership is shifting more resources to digital. So the last 4 companies that I got involved with are digitally related. One is Coursera, another is Flipboard. There's a stealth cloud company called Up There, which I will come to market pretty soon. And of course, you know, I got involved in Zynga. So digital has historically been the main thing at Kleiner Perkins, but we're committed to new investments in green because we think we can help entrepreneurs build really great companies there.
You acknowledge that you did have this overcommitment, or not overcommitment, but that you went too big, too bold in green, maybe?
No, not too bold. I'm always happy with bold.
Okay.
What I said was too broad,
okay,
and too fast.
And these large capital-intensive businesses that some of them have not done so well. Fisker in the news, Terra Alliance.
Well, some have not. Terra Alliance is actually doing well now in its new incarnation, which is Neos. But I think capital intensity matters a lot. But the most important thing is execution. Bloom's a relatively capital-intensive company, but it's addressing an enormous market, and so I think it's going to be a very important venture. It is important, and it'll produce very high returns for all the entrepreneurs and our limited partners. I think we were very early in social. We did the first iFund, and were criticized for doing it, when no one believed that you could make money putting applications on the iPhone. Stood up, created a $100 million fund, and in less than 2 years, returned all that fund's capital, and then doubled down on it again and with the iPad, and today have about $500 million invested in various mobile ventures that are doing very, very well. Coincidentally, both the mobile revolution and our commitment to green, our commitment to both, happened around the same period of time. So I surely wish we had invested differently in green. We are doing it differently going forward. I'm very proud of what we've done and thrilled about, excited about what's happening in mobile.
You said there's challenge and there's lessons learned. What was the lessons learned then, maybe, about this?
I think your question has to do with, so what's changed in and around Kleiner's digital investing? We more than doubled the size of the team. We've added 5 senior partners who've been promoted to general partners and a lot of really great young talent. We've zeroed in on mobile as a terrific opportunity. I'm spending all of my new time now on digital, even while I'm serving the green ventures that we're committed to individually and as a firm. And so I feel we're attracting and backing great entrepreneurs that are building really great new ventures. You have to take a long view of venture capital. You can't time going into one fund and then out of the next one. And over a long period of time, what the limited partners are telling us is they really like our returns. They really want to invest with us and our entrepreneurs. It's venture capital. You can only lose one times your money. You can make many, many more times it when done right.